So, why do you think girls hang out with these assholes? And seems that your girl Cherie does the same thing, doesn't she?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I probably thought too much about. It's one of those things that kind of drive me crazy. And only reason I can see why, women would do this is because they're crazy. I don't mean that to be like, cynical or, you know, rude or anything, but, if you know somebody's going to be rude to you or treat you in an emotionally or physically harmful way, I don't know why, anybody would want that or bring that upon themselves, unless, you were in some way, I guess, crazy. Um, I I don't see, what the lure is, what people get. I mean, from that, what do you get from a relationship like that, other than pain, other than rejection, other than never knowing, what your partner is doing. What do you get in return? For the pain, for the rejection, for all of that, and why would you seek that? I mean, it's like some women, not even some women, some guys try to live this soap opera type life in which they're skipping from lover to lover, and they just they don't I guess they don't understand the value of having somebody that will be there for you, having somebody that's willing to like take care of you, and I guess some of them never have had a good man, and so they don't know that contrast. Some people may be out there that have only been in in what you could really call like abusive relationships, but like I said, it's kind of one of my pet peeves. It's kind of something that drives me, you know, crazy. Is just thinking about, because not only do they look for these people, but then they always go back to them. Like, it's and yeah. I mean, I guess Cherie might be one of those people. Like I said, the guy she's messing with now, again, just got out of jail, living with his moms, has nothing really going for him. But yes, she's found some attraction with that. I don't know. Do they think bad guys have better sex? Is that what it is? I mean, I think I'm pretty good in the bed. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's confusing. It's just something that baffles me. I don't know.
Do you think it's the challenge they provide? Like they're not always around, they're not always answering the phone all the time. Do you think it's sort of like a little cat and mouse game, so to speak?
Perhaps, but I guess what a lot of people don't realize, it's not a game you're gonna win, and it's when you're playing with somebody that you would consider bad or whatever. They're not playing by any rules, you know what I mean? And you're always going to get your heart broken when you try to play that game. And I think that's one thing that people never realize. But maybe there's people out there that again kind of like living, that soap opera type of life in which they never know what's going to happen. And maybe there is a certain thrill in that, never knowing what's going to happen, never knowing what your lover or your mate is going to present in a relationship. But to me, I can't see why that's appealing or attractive to anyone. If I would never want to put myself in a situation in which I know I won't be successful or can't, or I'm going to lose. I would never do that. And that's something that I guess they just don't realize.